Viewer discretion is advised.
It took a long time for me to accept that I was handicapped. I knew quite early on that there was something seriously wrong, but to actually embrace the fact that I'm gonna need some type of assistance for most of my days, it took a while to get to. I would not take my cane places because I didn't want anyone to see me with a cane. I wouldn't park in the handicap spots because I felt that I'm not ready for that yet. Not yet. I will when I have to. Thank you, but for right now, no, I'm not going to do that. And I realize now that I was robbing myself of a lot of good times and a lot of good things I could have been doing, and a lot of things I could have been enjoying, just if I went there and parked in the handicap spot or just took my cane with me. But there's a stigma, with it's one thing to have something wrong. And I'm not taking away from anyone that has, an invisible illness. People say, "Oh, MS is an invisible illness." Well, not really. Sometimes you have symptoms and the numbness and the burning and the pain and all these things and all the cognitive problems that go with it, and you walk fine, you work out, you exercise and all that. So yeah, so it's invisible that way, but for the vast majority of us, it really it rears its ugly head physically in us. But it's so hard to come to terms with I'm no longer who I used to be. You worry about showing up places and everyone's like, "Hey, Rob's here," and then they see the cane and oh, damn. But I made, not going to say I made more of it than it was. It's a major thing, but I made the fear of it take over, and the stigma of it, or my perceived stigma of it, take over and kept me from doing some things. I don't think people care. At the end of the day, I really don't think people care if you have a cane or a limp or if you're using a walker or whatever. I don't think people really care about those things. I think they just care that you showed up and that you're there. I think that's what matters the most. People are more forgiving, I think, than we give them credit for. Not that there's anything to forgive, but we build this thing in our mind that we're gonna go somewhere and everyone's gonna look at us and everyone's gonna have a comment about us and everyone's gonna judge us, in the same breath of complaining about people that are self-centered, people that are egotistical, people only care about themselves. So it doesn't make any sense. We feel that people are too selfish nowadays. We feel that people are too egotistical. People are too, self-concerned. Yet, when we have a problem, we think that all eyes are going to be on us. In fact, I do believe that the majority of people out there are innately good. Deep down inside, they're really good people. You have the small minority that are just a bunch of jerks. But honestly, if you're gonna laugh at a grown man using a cane, if you're gonna laugh at anyone using a cane, if you're gonna laugh at people for a problem, then you have a lot bigger problems than the person using that cane or that walker. If you make fun of someone that's trying to live a normal life, that's trying to help themselves, if you laugh and poke fun at that, you're more handicapped than the person you're making fun of. But I just think people, I don't, it's not that they don't care enough to comment. I don't think that they even recognize it enough to comment. There's so much out there in the world that can be judged either good or bad, or adequate or inadequate, that I think that another human that's having a problem or has a handicap, I really don't think it's something that it even registers with normal regular people. you know. But it's still a stigma we have, and it took me such a long time to go out with my cane. It really, really did. It was just it was just a bullshit egotistical thing on my part. I can honestly see that now. It had nothing to do with anyone around me. It had all to do with me, and I was blaming, the mass populace I would come in contact with without even trying. I mean, I could see if I went out and someone sees me with a cane, they're throwing like eggs and tomato and lettuce at me. It's, you know, don't do eggs, seriously. Throw lettuce and tomatoes. Throw vegetables. Don't throw eggs. But leave the chickens alone. But no, I was judging other people's reaction without even bearing witness to even close to one negative thing. Since this all started, I have not had one negative comment or run-in with someone. I mean, the closest I came was I was walking to Kelly's building one day and I had the cane. So I walk into Kelly's building and you could tell this guy sitting on the couch in the lobby was he was the kind of guy that just engaged people. You could tell that he was the kind of guy that he would always say something. He would always start a conversation. He's a people person. And I'm walking in with the cane, a little bit of a limp. And he asked, he's like, "Oh, what happened to you? A skiing accident?" Because you see a younger guy that's in pretty good shape, and I'm glad I could say that now. I'm actually in pretty good shape. I take care of myself. I lost a bunch of weight. So he's seeing this perception of a person with a cane. So right away he thinks, "Oh, there's an accident. Troy will be back. He always comes back." "Oh, there was an accident." Always. "Oh, would you hurt yourself skiing? Ha ha ha." And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, I wish." I'm like, "Actually, it was multiple sclerosis." And right away, his face just, you could see the tension and not the hurt, but just the concern just wash over his face. And he was like, "Oh, God, I'm so sorry." I'm like, No, it's okay. It's okay. It's, it'll be all right." "I didn't know." I'm like, "No, I know you didn't. That's cool. No, come on, we gotta laugh about it." And he relaxed a little bit, and I went on my way. We wished each other well. He went on his way, and so people, I think, their default is to say something funny, say something nice. So if you're home and you're locking yourself up because you don't want to go out because you're afraid of what people are going to say, because you have a limp, because you're in a wheelchair, because you have a walker, you have a cane, or you're stumbling a little bit, don't. I really think people are rooting for you. Now, this is coming from me. I mean, I surround myself with people I know and people I love and people that love me. I mean, so it's easy for me to say I am never around a bunch of strangers. I'm really not. Everywhere I go to places that, I have friends for such a long time and family and stuff like that, but that's just what my life is. If you have trouble being seen in that kind of weakness, don't, because honestly, you're really robbing yourself of a full and happy life. You really are. And just try it once, get some help, grab your cane, grab your walker, grab your wheelchair, and just go out, even if it's to a park or to a mall or to a store, anything. Just do it. Just do it once. Give yourself that one chance, and I am sure you're going to see that, yeah, the world can be a big bad place, but not all the time. And the times it is a big and bad place are minuscule compared to the times that it can be a really beautiful life. So don't cheat yourself for that. Be active. Grab whatever age you need to and get out there. I'm really, really glad I did. And this isn't a motivation like, "I'm glad I started." No, but the prison that I gave myself up here, the limitations that no one else gave me, that I gave myself, hurt more than my disease. Me changing my lifestyle hurt me more mentally and emotionally than my disease ever did to me physically. It's a horrible disease. It's a real bastard. Don't help it. Live in spite of it. Hope you guys have a great, great day. Be well.